Lionel Messi went into the MLS Cup yesterday. MLS Cup 2025, played against Thomas Müller. Thomas Müller didn't really have much of an influence on that game, in my opinion.
It was a rough one, honestly.
Wait.
Oh.
There's a song.
Oh,
yeah, you skipped the song, Craig.
Oh, sorry. We gotta do the MLS song.
MLS in your heart, it's MLS. In your soul, it's moon whoppers, whoppers with cheese, Big Mac supersize. It's America! Caw-caw!
The caw is
nice.
eagle.
Yeah,
because it's America.
Because America.
America.
Except
in Canada, where they have a couple teams.
Or Miami, who played not one single American in their starting lineup.
Wait, is that true?
No, Ian Frey's domestic. And
I'm looking at the graphic right now.
Noah Allen's domestic. He's dual citizen.
I'm looking at the graphic right now. They're all from South America.
Noah Allen's the dual citizen. He started at center back for them. He's been from their academy. So yeah.
He's a dual
Okay,
citizen.
we'll give it a half point there. Half point. Dual citizen.
No, he was born in America, but his parents are dual citizens. I think it's somewhere in South America.
All right.
Say, but he's been with the U.S. youth national teams.
Okay.
And I know who represents.
We'll give it with one. All right, but yesterday down in Miami, it was Lionel Messi versus Thomas Müller. It was Inter Miami versus Vancouver. Listen, the game was actually a decent game, and Vancouver tied the game up late on and could have gone ahead. They hit the post. They hit the double post. You don't often see a double post hit.
No.
Before Miami exploded.
Listen, if
the back of the net.
that first goal, if that wasn't an own goal, listen, credit, there's a great pass from Messi, credit to Messi, but obviously the furthest outside back kept the player on, and that's what happened. But, he had to recover, and then the outside back that kept the guy on recovered, and it goes off his leg and into the goal. Like, if that doesn't happen, what we're talking about here. And then, unfortunately, Kubas turns the ball over and makes a silly decision in the second half, and that leads to a goal there. And then once that kind of happened, it was just like, I don't know if they were going to come back and win, but it was just mistakes, two silly mistakes. If they played a better game than that, I think it would have been more interesting, to be honest with you.
It was written in the stars, Brooks.
Yeah, it's rigged.
That. Yeah.
He's rigged?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter. Here's why it doesn't matter. The only important thing is that Canada lost.
I wanted Vancouver to win.
I don't care. Because Canada has their own league. Vancouver, you can go play in the Canadian League.
The CPO?
We are the MLS. The MLS stands for America.
America
League Soccer. America League Soccer.
America League.
Do you know what's interesting with them is I read with that franchise ownership as well, is that if they don't figure out the situation with getting a stadium there, they could move. Ooh. And it's like Phoenix. I saw Detroit could be in the possible market. Indianapolis. Let's do it.
Move to Detroit. Move to America. Yeah. And then I will root for you. And keep the name, too.
But you're
Detroit Whitecaps.
I like
Let's
the
go. Indiana Whitecaps. I'm in.
Phoenix Whitecaps.
Phoenix, we're there. I don't care. Phoenix Whitecaps because of the snowy mountains in Phoenix, Arizona.
All of them.
All the snowy mountains. And bring Müller with you.
Yes.
All right.
I would take a Thomas Müller in Michigan.
Oh my God, yes.
I would go watch a lot of those games.
I
think he'd like it here.
Yeah, we have
golf course.
Bosch. There's Bosch. That's a German company.
Yeah.
Conti's here. That's a German company. We have German expats.
We do.
Yeah.
Doesn't he like the golf too?
I don't know. Don't care.
Yeah, he's very good at golf.
There's also a German restaurant, authentic German restaurant. That's not too bad in Ann Arbor. You can eat there. Yeah. We got it all for you, Mr. Müller.
We do.
Mr. Müller.
And he can be on our show too. We're not far from all those.
We're not.
Let me ask you, Brooke.
9-hour plane ride back to Germany.
Yes.
Were you impressed with the game? Were you entertained by it? Did you think it was a good representation of the league? And because this, I hate to tell you this, but this is probably going to be the most watched MLS Cup that we've had because Messi was playing and Müller was playing. So you had a lot of countries watching from around the world. Was this a good representation of MLS?
I thought Miami didn't show up soft. I thought they were very physical, which was very important because of Vancouver's going to be physical. Vancouver did not play a good game, so there was probably not a good representation of that club, unfortunately. I think they're much better than that. But you could see in the second half how Miami's age crushes them, and that's why I think, it was a good send off for Busquets and Alba. Like, awesome. That's how they finished their career and whatever they decide to do, whether they want to be a part of the club or go do their own stuff or whatever. But it's just an indication that, like, with Messi, and they did get younger players, but they can't go and, like, and don't get me wrong, Rio DePaul was a good acquisition for them because he scored one of the goals and he's helped them. But they need to find guys that aren't 34, 35, you know what I'm saying? They need to find guys that are like 27, 28 that want to come here and live in Miami and play for them.
Well, now they have that opportunity because Jordi Alba's retiring, Luis Suarez is retiring, and Busquets is retiring.
Yeah,
that was their last games. They all ended up on wins. Congratulations. What great careers they've had.
Yeah.
They're riding off into the sunset, and now Messi needs to entice younger friends to come and help him.
Yes.
Because he needs more friends to help him there.
Yes,
so,
because that's going to be their thing. Is like, see, now the question is, I think David Beckham won 2 back-to-back.
He did.
With the Galaxy.
Yes, with 2011, 2012.
Yes. So now the question is, like, can they do that? And then, because Messi extended 2 years, right?
He extended 3 years.
3?
Yeah.
3. So the question is now is, like, can you win another one? And then can you win another one after that? Like, now we're talking about, like, can we get to top MLS club history here? You know what I mean?
What, legend status or?
Yeah, like, listen, everyone knows the Galaxy for winning championships. They haven't been great lately, but like the Galaxy are a well-known club. Obviously, you have the Revs have been really good. DC United, like the original ones, right?
Yeah.
That have won championships, but like that's where Beckham and that ownership group want to get now. Like they're going to build that stadium. They're finally getting that over the line. They started building it, and it's going to be a very nice new stadium. And like before the game, Beckham was just talking about the project of how long this has been and everything. But, that's just where, that's the next step for them. Like, can they be on that level? I would say with the Messi experiment, with Beckham and how they view it, is that I don't think it's successful if you don't win more than a few MLS Cups, to be honest with you, with Messi and some other people. I think that's how people will look at it, to be honest with you.
You ultimately, because of the amount of money and what they've brought in here, need to see a dynasty happen, which is 2 to 3 MLS Cups and more.
And winning other trophies, keep them with CONCACAF Champions Cup, get them through that. Like, if they do that and they establish themselves like that, I mean, you can consider that potential era, the short era or whatever, could be, one of the best MLS clubs, around in the history of the league. So, but MLS wants that too, because they want Messi in finals, because they want people to watch.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Messi in finals means.
But also at some point they need to understand. Listen, Miami was better in that game. They finished their chances. Yep. Vancouver left the door open for them, unfortunately. And again, that's not an accurate representation of what the Whitecaps are as a team, because I've seen them play a lot. And listen, they beat Miami twice in CONCACAF Champions Cup, and they won at Chase Bank Stadium. So they shown they can do it. But you want to see a final where it's like down to the wire, like kind of Philly and LAFC a couple years ago after COVID.
Oh, yeah, what a great game that was.
With some PKs and that was Bale's send off and then the goalkeeper had injured and all that. Like, you want to see some epic MLS Cup where it's Messi, maybe it's not Müller, but it's Messi against Salah or Messi against, some other big name, and you know what I mean? And that's what you want to see, right? That's what the league wants. That's what they know it's going to be good. Heck, it's free on Apple TV now. They're starting to show it on Fox more now. So, Yeah.
I thought it was a good representation. I thought the soccer was good. There was a lot of action. There was some control. I thought it was good, but whatever. Congratulations to Messi, his friends, as they ride off into the sunset there.
Mm-hmm.
And now MLS goes on a hiatus. They go on their break.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Some stuff happens, and some GAM and some play money and Monopoly money gets thrown around, and
some weird things happen, and then teams are formed.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden superstars come in, and whatever happens.
I mean, is this trigger some other people to come to the league? I don't know. Maybe it does.
So. I think it does. I think it gets a couple of other players from around the world who
I think there are good guys that I seriously, they're just wasting their life in the Saudi league. I'm sorry. Like, I just. But they already have enough money, all those people. Like, I don't understand. Like,
never have enough money, Brooks.
I don't understand that. Like, they would make so much more money if they came to the league. They would. how many sponsorships do you would get, which is in the local area, just to
I can tell
advertise?
you right now, any big
Depending on the
player-
city you were in.
I can tell you right now, any player who is going to play in Saudi Arabia is on so much money that you don't even know about. The money in the contract that you can see is this: the money that was deposited in their bank account, or their wife's bank account, or their mother's bank account is this. Like, there's hidden money, man.
Not to keep this going because it's getting late.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up
Tired,
here.
but I mean, most of the players that are there outside Ronaldo are ones that like
Would you take Benzema? Would you want Benzema in the
Benzema,
league?
I think
He's
likes
past
living
it.
there, but I think Benzema likes living.
Oh, he does.
Okay, yeah.
He's from
Mitrovic likes living there as well, but
He's from
he's
there.
past it.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
it's
But I'm just saying, guys, like we talked about Salah potentially going to the Saudi league. I just, and I get it, but he's from there.
I think if
from
you-
there. I
if you
think that's a big thing. If you're
Yeah.
from there culturally,
Right.
Sure,
you might be more comfortable.
Right.
there.
sure.
Yeah, pick some English, British type players who are coming towards the end of their career. They can come here, right? Like a couple of them
Harry
are doing
Kane?
really well.
Like-
Huh?
Harry Kane?
Like Jordan Henderson going to the Saudi league and that didn't work out. And he
Yeah,
went to be-
maybe going to MLS makes sense.
Yeah,
But he's not that like
but
big name.
no,
that
but
they
like,
want.
that was
Sure.
I don't think that's happening much anymore.
No.
because that was a couple one-offs and
Hmm.
it didn't work out.
Yes.
So
Fair enough.